Well, good evening and thanks for joining us here on The News at 6. I'm Mike Seeler.
And I'm Dawn Baker. Tonight we're learning new details about a Savannah man arrested for his former girlfriend's murder on Thanksgiving. Our Madeline Bierster has been following the story from the very beginning.
She brings us the latest details on the man's criminal history and from the victim's family.
Dawn, Mike, Savannah Police have arrested Terrell Nelson for the murder of his former girlfriend, Cantrelle Hayes-Ross. She was just 34 years old. Her family heartbroken by this sudden loss and relieved that Nelson is now behind bars.
Savannah Police say Cantrelle Hayes-Ross was shot to death on Thanksgiving morning at the daycare center she owned, Friendzone Learning on Augusta Avenue. SPD responded based on a ShotSpotter notification, but it was too late to save Hayes-Ross from her injuries. This man, Terrell Nelson, is now facing murder, aggravated assault, and parole violation charges in relation to her shooting death. Nelson is no stranger to law enforcement. This is the 10th time he's been incarcerated. His most recent charges back in 2018. Records show he served 3 years for an armed robbery and aggravated assault, also in Savannah. Nelson was on trial for murder after turning himself into police back in 2013. Nelson and another man were charged with fatally shooting a man on his front porch back in 2013. Both men were later acquitted. Police haven't yet said what the motive or the circumstances were surrounding this shooting. Hayes-Ross's family says Cantrelle was passionate about her career, and they're devastated she lost her life at the place she loved so much.
She decided she just wanted to go into the child care field and went from her being trained in child care to her wanting her own daycare. She said, "My mama do it." I didn't hesitate. I knew she was going to do it. And these kids were her life. They were her life.
Her family held a candlelight vigil and balloon release this weekend to honor her memory.
She was an outgoing person. She was real live, always the fun of the bunch. And she just was a great person all over. There wasn't nothing she wouldn't do.
Her family says they're thankful for all the prayers and support and for helping to get Nelson's photo out there on social media. They say this is just the beginning in their fight for justice, but at least they have a start.
They're urging the district attorney not to make any plea deals with Nelson, saying the punishment needs to fit the crime. Reporting in Savannah, Madeline Bierster, WTOC News.
All right, thanks.